I think we're live. We're out here on the corner of Old Trail Road and Nationway, starting just down the street from where we left off last time. We're going to start off with taking a look on this plaza, and we'll go from there. I actually should have looked at my map before I started, because I don't remember. Well, we'll figure it out. I don't think it'll be that hard to figure it out again. So we started just down there in the last, well, ended on the last stream just down there, about halfway to the next block, which is Henderson, just for reference, and we're headed over this way. Hey, the Rogue Angel. Wow, yeah, you're showing up. I am definitely proud. You're making Papa, was it? Proud. Ah, God dang it. I lost the word for a minute, and that just ruined the whole joke. I also saw Toad's in there, Dalmatian Productions, Parker Taylor. Who else was in there? Joshua Jerami, how are you doing? Hopefully Dalmatian figured out what little thing I might have done. So maybe this plaza isn't as dying as I might have thought. It looked like it based on what I was looking at last night, but I guess that was 2 years ago that most of the Google Maps stuff was taken. So over here we do have Steampower, which is carbon upholstery. And well, it looks like might have been a car garage at one point. Hopefully my audio is on the correct setting. Let me know if you can hear me good. Let me know if you can hear me well. So we got this space, and then we also have the Ashley Homestore over here. I think it was something else originally, but again, like some places I've just forgotten on what it is. Have to figure out what it was originally. They've been here a long time though, so. As long as I can remember. Hear me fine, that's good. Welcome, welcome by the way. Hayes Gray, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Hopefully everyone is having a good day. I think I saw Toad say that, and I second what he said. So this is a little bit of an older plaza. Last time I did a walkthrough here just by myself, I didn't do a stream or anything. It definitely was on the struggling side. However, it seems it has changed a little bit, at least a little. We'll film the abandoned 7-Eleven. Oh, there's an abandoned 7-Eleven out there? Dang. Oh, wow, this is interesting. So, I'm honestly very confused. Oh, Ashley's using it now. Ashley Furniture is using this. So this right here is technically still empty. So this is Diamonds in the Rough, a preschool / daycare place. Except it closed, I don't know when. And I didn't notice that Ashley actually made a connection over there and connected it together, which is interesting. We also got, I don't know where the line is. This is still Ashley right here. Wow, so they've taken over some of the spaces. That's maybe a good thing. But then over here we have another furniture store. Let me get out into the, so we got Appliance and Furniture RentAll. Interesting name, right? Also got Furniture Factory Outlet with their bench. I like that bench. I really dig that bench. Let's see. Hey Jeremy, how are you doing? So we are going to be headed downtown area today, but we're taking a pass through this plaza since it's on the route. I don't think there's anything over here too much. Fee stores, maybe. Yeah, fee stores looks like. I remember this being a lot more empty before. So we got Timberline Insurance, along with the Roy Dean Academy. And then looks like that space might be vacant. I'm not sure. Or it might be occupied by this place. Also has a black label sign on it, which is interesting. Put a thing into that note request form, Parker, and I'll add it to my list later. Depending on how it's set up, I'll see if I can maybe do a short or even a full video. We'll see. Just do me that favor. I think I got it linked in the description. So let's see, yeah, this has definitely changed. Underground salon, so something else took over the salon, I guess. The salon that I remember being here before relocated to an area more on Lincoln Way. And then we also got Rescued Treasures. Didn't even know they were here. Tells you how much I come out here, I guess. I don't come out here very often. And then we also got the Oasis car wash over here. This was, I think, DT's originally, a DT's car wash. You'll have to look at the street view, it'll tell you. They let it get really run down, but eventually this place took over some of the car washes, including this one. They did something that I haven't seen any other car wash do too, which is play music in the stalls when you're doing your car wash. And I don't know if you'll hear that on the microphone or not. There's a lot of other ruckus that might be making it hard to hear. But we're coming back out here onto the Nationway frontage road over here. This road that we're coming up on is Windmill Road. Windmill is kind of interesting. It's kind of separated. So you have this part that kind of ends at a certain point and then it restarts on the closer to Pershing, well, at Pershing, in fact. It's kind of interesting how they set that up. And then you also have the Kia dealer out here. You can see some of the factory stuff going on back there, which is for other stuff, you know, oil and junk like that, right? Let's see, what is this? Let me look at the chat here. Hey, Jeremy. Hey, Kmart dude. What is your favorite dyeing company? And BTW, you're sick. Well, sad to hear you're sick. That's too bad. Hopefully you feel better soon. And on the topic of my favorite store that is closing, I'm gonna have to argue Sears or Kmart between one of those two. Both are good. Both are definitely good stores, and obviously not so much now when you can't even hardly go to a Kmart or Sears unless you're lucky. That is a possibility for 2K, we'll see. I'm not gonna promise anything yet, but I do plan to expand to another state. There's 3 different states I've been kind of looking at, so I'll do a poll eventually and figure out what you guys would be more interested in. And we'll go from there for the 2K special. Although I suppose the answer might be somewhat obvious already. But then again, I've been surprised before, so we'll see. Hey, Chuck E. Cheese BB, how are you doing? Where's Extreme? I'm not sure. Yeah, that Plaza definitely is a little bit small. There's others that are definitely smaller still, but it's not the biggest for sure by any means. How cold is it in Cheyenne today? About 40 right now. There is a little bit more wind than they said. They were saying 7 miles an hour. I think it's more like 10 to 15 miles an hour, but I'm not going to complain. It's relatively sunny out, although a little bit cloudy as you can see right now. And overall pretty warm. Things are melting, so sidewalks and roads are a lot more clear than they were just in the last stream a few days ago. So that means this stream should be a little bit easier to deal with. Thank you, Parker. I'll add it to my list later, maybe today or tomorrow. Tomorrow, worst case. If I watch this stream and I'm paying attention to what I said, then I'll probably get it tonight. Hey, Horrorzoid, excuse me. How are you doing? So let's see, we're gonna take a shift down here because the road kind of ends there. There's another road down here and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Got VFW right here. Whatever, I guess that's, I almost want to say some sort of radio, but I'm not sure, honestly. I'm not exactly sure. Got VFW Pride Park over here as well. Here's a look at the Kia from over here. You can see the intersection of Windmill and Nationway up there. See, this is a dirt road. It's a little bit muddy, not too bad at least. VFW Post 1881. Not exactly sure what that is for certainty. It sounds like something that would be a radio station, but I'm probably completely wrong. Because I've never heard of VFW radio, but anyway. We'll figure it out and put in the timestamps after this stream has ended, of course. So I think it's going to be a little more interesting going down here. There is a little bit more in terms of retail to see. Although in the moment, yeah, it kind of looks dead. Got an anchor thing there. I'm not sure exactly what that's for. I mean, obviously decoration, but I'm not sure what it represents. Interesting though. Got a couple of seats over here, benches. Let's see, got the train tracks out over there behind Pride Park. And you can see a train going down the rails and another one just sitting. Hey Steve Keys, how are you doing? Did you add that band? Yes, I did get that one. All the ones that were in there before I've added. So I even got that cleaners one that you added too. So, will you do new Spirit Halloween 2021 videos in August 2021? Probably. As usual, probably be more like late August because we know how they sometimes like to open so late. But I definitely have plans of doing more Spirit Halloween videos this year. That'll be a fun time. Have to find some new ones. There's definitely going to be some new ones this year since places like the Big Lots and Longmont are getting taken over. Guess that means I can share that photo this year too, because I can't film it now. I was saving it for the video, but then by the time I started doing a video, it's already getting taken over by Planet Fitness. So, yeah. Inside is gutted. I took a pass by there when I was in Longmont the last time, and the inside is gutted pretty much completely. The outside is almost untouched. And it'll probably stay that way with Planet Fitness, so. It's not too often, sometimes, but it's not too often that Planet Fitness guts the facades. Got Newco incorporated wholesale electronic, along with Sylvania lamps. And some other building over here that I'm not sure what it is. That white building almost looks like it could be abandoned, but I'm not sure. Let's see, what else do we got? We got another road up here that we're intersecting. I don't know what road this is. And I don't see a sign over here without going all the way back up to Nationway, so hold on. Can I read that? Nationway and Hot Springs Street, that's what it is. So never mind, I can tell you. I can read it from here, it's Hot Springs Street. Yeah, there's another look at the factory over there. So right behind that train track is Campstool Road that runs into one of our Walmarts almost right on the spot. It was there long before Walmart, but it just happens to be that way. As well as Sierra Trading Post and the school bus depot that's here in town. One of them at least. I don't know if there's only one or more than one actually. Anyway, random topic. Let's go over here a little bit because there is a place here. So there's this train place here, whatever that is. And then we also got, is that Robert's Metals? Ruben's Metals. That's what it is, Ruben's Metals. And I guess that would make sense with all this stuff outside. We'll go down the greenway here, tiny bit, and then we'll take a right onto the next road. I don't remember what the name of this road is either. There's no sign over here, so we'll have to see it if there's a sign on the other side, which I think there is. The greenway continues down that way, but for the purpose of today's video, or stream, we're gonna continue down this way. Veterans of Foreign Wars. Ah, gotcha. Thank you, Steve. I knew there was something, but I couldn't remember. Just wasn't coming to mind. Anchor is part of VFW. Gotcha. And have you been to Six Flags over in Texas, in Arlington, Texas before? No, I have not. Why does the Baskin Robbins tend to be in the U.S. Air Force Base? I don't know. That is an interesting thing I've at least noticed here, since one of them is technically in the Air Force Base over here. Does Cheyenne have a Whataburger? No, it does not. We got quite a few places like Five Guys and whatnot, but Five Guys is probably about the closest in terms of colors and whatnot. I forget what the place is in Laramie. There's a hamburger place out there that it sounded like they were going to open one here, but so far nothing's happened in the last couple of years, so who knows if it'll become a reality. I can't think of the name of it. It's really close to the Dollar Tree in Laramie. And if you found it, if you're looking through Google Maps, any of you, you'll know, because you can go back in time to 2007 in the area and you'll see a former Village Inn, very retro Village Inn, that turned into some sort of steakhouse. Not Longhorn, even though it uses a logo kind of like the Longhorn. Planet Fitness opens on May 11th. Wow, they're going fast. Extremes editing a video. Gotcha. Hey, Daniel L., how are you doing? Joshua Jeremy says a Whataburger is a Texas food joint. Gotcha. I've heard of them being around. I guess. I definitely have heard of the name, but I'm trying to say is the American Truck Simulator. I don't know how many of you guys know that game, but they kind of have a mock of like In-N-Out / Freddy's. That's the one I was thinking of. Freddy's frozen custard and burgers. So there's Freddy's, Five Guys, In-N-Out, and then Whataburger, as he said, and it ends up being called Hotaburger. And I'll even use a mockery of one of the names of another place that's out there in places like California. It's kind of interesting how they did that. What do you gotta say? Let's see, I don't know what any of these buildings are. That building looks like it suffered some damage from the snow. You can see the roof off of the top of the building. And right here we got ALCO fence. ALCO fence mobile storage. And we got a sign up here, so we'll be able to figure out what this is. And then we'll be headed back up to Nationway, since this is pretty much the end of the side street. And what is this place here? I don't know what this place is. Maybe it doesn't even have a name. I don't think it has a name, so. Whatever this is, it's 7. I know that's just a building number. I don't have anything else to call it though, so 7. Here we go, it's a thrift store, that's what it is. We'll go down this. So this is 7th Street we're on, and Crook Avenue. There's a sign right there on the right. We'll go down here just a little bit. So there's Perfection Muffler and Exhaust. And over here we got the Capital City Thrift Store, furniture, collectibles, and more. And that's pretty much the end of that street. So we'll turn around and go this way. And somewhere over here, there's a fun place. CrossFit Frontier. I wonder if that has something to do with the CrossFit place that's downtown. I wonder if it has relation. I wonder if this one is abandoned or if they're using both facilities. If they are related, I'm not sure. I have to look into that, I guess. And just for reference, that is the place that has the roof off. I'll zoom into this plaque thing here. You gotta go have school. That's all right. I appreciate you stopping by, Daniel. Steve Key says, serious snow. Yeah, it's a lot. A lot of it has melted since the last time we were out here, and the time before, and the time before that. But we did have quite a snow. We don't usually get that much snow here. It's very rare. We usually see maybe a foot if we're lucky. So right there we have Cheyenne Storage as well as the Old West Museum, I guess. Both of those, which is interesting. There's another sign over here for the Old West Museum. And this is Crook Avenue intersecting Yellowstone now. And you can see the Messenger's Old West Museum vehicle right there. Old school vehicle, right? It didn't have engines back then. And there's nothing special in there. Also got, looks like a deer, right? Are they more, I'll just leave it at that. Looks like deer to me anyway, so. Got a little one down there and a female right there, it looks like. Just give you a little bit of reference real quick before we continue. That's Crook Avenue right there that we just came off of via the bike path. And right up there is Nationway going uphill. So not much to see there aside from all the houses, so it made more sense to go that back way. Plus that's a route that isn't as traveled, right? Let's see. Did Alfalfa's close in Longmont? It was open when I went. Closed for the day, but it was still open. It had all the products inside, so. At least when I went, that, you know, that's 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago because of the snow. I was gonna go out the last weekend, but the snow came in, so. Yeah, that's what happened. Then we got another storage place over here. Either way, yeah, Alfalfa's, it was open then. I have no idea now. And knowing that they closed the flagship store in Boulder, who knows what'll happen now. That's too bad they had to close it. Let's see, Dalmatian says, when did you get interested in retail? Man. It's hard to pinpoint an exact date when I officially first started getting into retail. Definitely at least back in 2016, there was at least some little tiny thought in my mind of maybe starting something like Urbex or something like that, but I wasn't ready for it back then. I didn't feel ready for it. Maybe even sooner, because I know as early as maybe 2010, I did take photos of a stoplight, but part of it was also the loafing jug just because of where it's at. By the way, we will be taking a pass by out there, so maybe I can show you that. I don't know what it was. I just liked the look of the stoplights, and you know, I liked stoplights as a kid a lot. Stoplights and signs. I have a whole collection of signs at home I've gotten over the years. It's just a thing that I liked when I was younger. I mean, I like it now, but it's just not my priority these days. But that's pretty much what kind of got me to take the picture of the lights. But then the loafing jug was there, so it's kind of an interesting aspect. Steve was kind of a crummy camera, definitely not meant for nighttime, but you know what, it's a start, because that's what I had when I was a kid. I wanted to be able to take pictures of things. I didn't have a phone when I first got my camera, so. That was a different camera, not the one I'm using now. It was a really crummy one, like from Walmart, that doesn't even record audio, so. Let's see more of the space out here that's storage. And this road that we're coming up on is Logan. I'm gonna take a left on, or I'm sorry, right on Logan, not a left. Thinking left because I'm on the left side of the road like an idiot. Ah, you're on spring break, are you? That's a very good thing overall, I suppose. Always good to have some time off. I think I somewhat knew that because I actually do. I'm not going to name the person. If you're watching, you know who you are. But I'm following someone that is a teacher in Colorado, and they are also on spring break, like within the last couple of weeks. So I suppose it makes sense. Let's see, Longmont storage in Longmont was built next to Clover Basin storage in Longmont. Jeez. Let's see, Bookshire Brothers Grocery Stores is a East Texas. Brothers Grocery Stores began in Lufkin, Texas. They began in Lufkin, Texas. Super cool. Hey, Red, how are you doing? We are out walking, doing a stream. As somewhat promised, I wasn't promising it because I had no idea if the weather was gonna be freaky or what, and guess what? It's actually pretty nice out today. It went from supposedly having snow in the late afternoon, early evening to nothing. It's supposed to snow tomorrow a little bit. And it's not even supposed to snow much. Like, that's crazy, man. So let's see, right here we do have the Logan viaduct, sort of. I don't know if it's technically called the viaduct, but it is a viaduct, let's be honest. Goes over the railroad tracks. We're not going to be going out there today because we will be going out there in a future stream, just on a different path. You can also see that advertisement right there for the Cheyenne storage in the Messenger's Old West Museum. Let's see, we'll take a quick gander at the railroad, and then we'll start seeing some retro retail. So that tunnel just goes down and around under the bridge for the bikes. Meets up on the other side. Nothing special to see, and I'm not going to go under because I don't think any of us want the circle of death. Maybe when I start doing biking streams, that'll be more of a thing. I'm thinking about sending it. Oh wait, here. This button does not want to push. Okay, light's flashing, so at least it sees it. It just isn't beeping. It's about 70 there. God dang it, Rad. I think Extreme said it's supposed to be 70 out where he is too. Like, god dang it. It's like, I want that weather, man. Don't take it away from me. All right, here we go. We can cross now. So this is Logan. We're gonna go to the right here in a minute. Just want to take a peek over here at this little railroad spot here. It's a long time ago. I do believe this railroad right here did keep going. I do believe at some point it did, but obviously not anymore. And they've kind of just left it sit here. Let's see, what do we got here? We got CPS distribution over here. We got Budweiser, I think it is, and also Capital Lumber out there. We also got the, what is it? I can't see on the screen where we at. Here we are. Got the clothes place out there. They'll do group apparel, school apparel, etc. And then we're gonna head out this way and cross Nationway and start going north a little bit. Let's see. I've been to Loveland, Colorado. Got a picture at Bubba Cafe. I think. What am I saying? I did see your photo of it on Instagram. Kroger headquarters is in Cincinnati, Ohio. Yep. And perhaps a subdivision of them, King Supers, has their headquarters in Denver, Colorado. I felt like I needed to say that. And push the button one more time. I don't know if I pressed it. All right, there you go. Now I did for sure, and it changed. Did you hear the news about shooting? Yeah, I did. I posted about it on Facebook. I don't know. I guess you might not have Facebook. I made a mention of it in my story as well. So it's very unfortunate. There are 10 people that were killed, I believe, including an officer. It is a very unexpected area because that area does generally pretty well and lots of people around. So it does kind of beg the question, what's going to happen to the area? Is it going to just keep on going, or something else is going to hit it? Hopefully it would just keep on going, but at least from what I've seen, it doesn't always go that way with places that get shot up like that. The good thing is it's not like the Walmarts and the Targets that got obliterated in places like Georgia, etc. So it's at least going to reopen probably. It's not as bad as that. Got Logan Avenue and East 10th Street, was that? Yeah, I think it was 10th Street. Got Campbell Ave over there as well. Campbell Avenue, if I could speak clearly. Let's see, I know there is some place right here. I don't remember what it was originally. And I can't even read the signs from here, so I'm gonna cross that way we can see it. Maybe. I'll read chat again here in a minute. I'm waiting for the traffic. Come on, traffic. There's a lot of traffic. The light changed over here and might have changed on Lincoln Way too, for all I know. All right, we're good. So what is this? Got Tony DeClever Inc. HCP Education Center. That's what that is. And then we also have what looks like some sort of makeshift thrift store over here, which is interesting. I know there's something else here too. I don't remember because it's been so long since I've done the research and talked to people about it. But you definitely can see the sign, the outline of it anyway, that was here. And then of course we got some empty spaces across the street, so we need to cross the street again. But right now, apparently it's absolute respiratory care. I don't. So is that like, is there like two things in there then? Because I see clothes out front like it's a thrift store. I'm confused. All right, we'll cross again so that way we can take a peek over here in this plaza. So I'm not sure what was in all of these. I definitely remember this little plaza building being fuller before than it is now. Obviously now it's pretty empty. For lease, Legacy Property Solutions. And there's a number if you want this little place. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was occupied last time I came through here, so. Got a place here that's still open. What is this? Hidden Treasures. What is that? Fleisch Hackers Hidden Treasures? Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Got Cash Express. And then we got another empty tenant over here. Probably could go into the street view and find out even. I don't know what was here. Again, I'll have to look on the street view to find out and put in the timestamp. And then we also got this one that looks to be vacant. Got State Farm, Jameson Schaefer. It's Drake from State Farm. Except it's not Drake, it's Jameson. Got a curb to curb over there and across the street to see what this is about. Looks like someone is using it, so I guess it might not be abandoned. It's definitely a retro gas station, it's pretty obvious. Just waiting for the traffic so we can cross again. All right, here we go. We can cross. So yeah, it looks like this place is occupied, so kind of looked abandoned at first, but it looks like it's definitely being occupied, so. Little Joe Company, interesting. The cleaning team you can trust, so it's a cleaning place. Then we got Arrow Care over there, and is that Ohana or Shauna? I can't tell. Shauna Chiropractic maybe? Or is it Ohana? I can't read the sign very well. Our logo kind of covers up part of the letter, so it's confusing. Let's see, what is this? We got Enchanted Hair, full service spa over here. And then you'll probably remember this from one of the Lincoln Way live streams. We got the U-Pump gas station right here. So it does seem like there are still a handful of these in use for sure, or open I should say. There's one in Loveland for sure. I've taken a couple photos of it. But this one is long gone, seems to have been gone since around 2011 or so. In 2007 it was in use and open still, and I can't find any information on it. Kind of some random cars parked here, but we'll go ahead and take a peek again since I don't think I really did a good job last time. There you go, there's a nice look in there. I'll catch up on the chat here in a minute. Yep, definitely some vacant space. There's a look into this window. Huh, interesting. Looks like that would have been bathrooms maybe right here, or a bathroom at least. Let's see, I might have to go back because I see a lot of snow here. Yep, we're gonna have to go back. Thank you, cars, for carving tracks for me to walk on. Means I don't have to soak my feet as much. And then we also have this place that was some sort of auto garage. I can't tell if they're maybe still doing stuff or what the deal is, because they still have vehicles over here, like they're still doing stuff that weren't here before. And yet this place has definitely been empty for a while, so I don't know if maybe someone took it and now they're using it for something else. I don't know. I wouldn't call it abandoned at this point. Got another house over here. Got a U-Haul area over here. Got the Good Guys auto cells along with U-Haul. Kind of an interesting combo. I don't know why Rad said yes beer, but okay. Sam's Club and Walmart headquarters is in Bentonville, Arkansas. Do you all have Walmart? Yep, we do have Walmart and Sam's Club side by side, and at least the two original locations are, of course, directly next to Kmart. Former Kmart, now Hobby Lobby. And then, of course, we got this second Walmart that is out on I-80. And I've had very different experiences at both. Very different. I'm just going to say that. So let's see, you got some sort of building here that I'm not sure what it was originally, nor what it is now. It's pretty clearly in use, though. Traffic Engineering Division, it says up there. Got 13th Street, East 13th and Logan. And we're about to hit up Lincoln Way. You're still sick? That sucks, Adam. Did you figure out what you have? Hopefully you feel a little bit better soon. I heard the guy was mentally ill. Yeah, that's what I heard too. I heard that someone was going to do that in Georgia, something similar, at a Publix, but they stopped the guy before he even did it. He had like 2 rifles and a bunch of pistols with him. I think it was something like that. Check me on that before you share that, but yeah. Somewhere in Georgia, Publix. He got caught red-handed when he was going to the bathroom. All right, we are at Lincoln Way. No, just walking. Phone froze, oof. Missed some messages here. Oh shoot, I need to cross it, just changed. The largest U.S. Walmart supercenter located in Albany, New York. Interesting. Interesting. Got the brake shop right here. They did a tiny bit of changing on the outside, but you can tell it's a retro former gas station. Before it did have some of the paneling, kind of like Safeway and other places that did in the 70s. And also got Peerless Tires. Got the FedEx office. I think I did come over here in the Lincoln Way stream as well, show off the Payless and whatnot. Got the laundry basket. Got what looks to be another former business here. Got a biker. Well, maybe not. It's an office space. And then we got the Cheyenne barbell. Interesting. It's another place to do weights and stuff. Straight line vapors, CBD. Only CBD they could sell is oil. It's not legal to sell normal CBD here. Pearmac, which these guys actually relocated. So this place is actually gone now. It would be fair to take a look in here. So they moved over to the former Verizon, which also relocated a while back. Yeah, they relocated. They're not gone, they just relocated. And then we got Las Manas. And we got, I think I said the laundromat, right? We got the Sewing Center of Cheyenne over here as well that was a former Payless shoe source. So Pearmac moved into the Verizon that was over on Central, I think, or was it Warren? I can't remember now. But it's on the corner of Lincoln Way and one of those 2 roads. It's a former Verizon. The Verizon moved down the street next to Arby's. And that was just kind of empty with the bookshelf in there for a while. It's weird. Yeah. Logan Avenue and East 15th Street. That's where we're at. Got Marv's Plumbing. We're gonna cross the street because we do got school over here, and school is getting out, and I would rather try to avoid getting kids on camera for the purpose of the stream. Although it is a public space, so you know what, if they end up on camera, and you know, I can't control them anyway, so if they do end up, then it happens, but I'll try to avoid it. Got Marv's Plumbing and Heating though there, and Life Song Counseling. And then we got East 16th Street and Logan. Throat still hurts, dang. Where was the first Sears located at? To my knowledge, for Cheyenne, it was located downtown, where 2 doors down is today. At least one other business for sure was there that did stuff like wings, and I think they did pizza too. 2 doors down has been going strong in that location for a very long time. I appreciate that. Had that person wait. Is a crossing, is marked, even though I'm not in the crosswalk right now, but you know, it's nice that people wait. And of course all the kids crossed over here, so now I gotta deal with that, but whatever. I don't know if this place is closed or what. I don't know what the deal is with this place. I don't know if it's abandoned and in use. Something is definitely here, because there's windows there and I can see stuff in there. Interesting. So you got a school over here. I forget, it's this, not Deldine, what's I can't think of the school name, I'm sorry. I'll have to put it in the description what the name of the school is. I don't remember off the top of my head, it's just not coming to mind. I should know because I have taken a walk through there when I was in HS, because we did a kind of around the city walk thing, and we went to all the elementary schools. So let's see, got Legends Gentleman's Salon, Quick Draw, Optical. Let's see, what is this next place up here? Got East 17th Street. And right on the corner, we got Leo's Auto Sales. So like I said, all this stuff on here looks very retro. Most of it, at least. Most of it. It's definitely an older part of town. Older road for town. It's kind of on the outskirts of downtown, too. Might have to go to Columbus, Ohio. Oof. Take a helicopter day. I didn't expect that. Hey Ashley, how are you doing? Jake from State Farm is real. See, that's the thing, the last commercial, well, last one that I know of that I've seen, it's Drake from State Farm and Jake from State Farm. Like, you know, I don't remember he does the music, right? Got State Beauty Supply, and that looks to still be there, as along with Chris's Hairport. Yeah, that's still there. And I don't know if this place next door is closed or open or what. Looks gutted. And we also got some sort of, is that garage maybe? Interesting. Interesting, I don't know what to make of it. I can't really tell if these are officially like abandoned places. Like they're kind of in that borderline area where it's like, well, maybe someone could be using them, or maybe they aren't. It's hard to tell. I think this space on the end might be gone. I hate it when there's these places that look like they almost could be in use. But then again, I guess there's places that are worse, considering that. Yeah, that's definitely gutted, but it looks like someone might be moving in there. I'm not too sure. Let's see, so over here we got East 18th Street and Logan Avenue. Right here on the corner we got Country Doctor Nutritional Center. Let's see here. Is this person, maybe this person will wait. There we go. What the hell is happening? Yeah, this is a different thing to do. I did promise I would do Logan eventually. So it made more sense to go this way. The other way on Logan, there's not much retail. There's a cool look over that viaduct thing, right? But about all you're gonna see is the Trane area, so it's not too much special. So it might be something I do in a future bike stream or something like that. Which I need to talk about that pole still, actually. Not that pole, the actual pole I did on YouTube. But that pole, on the other hand, is a very big problem. Someone's gonna trip on it and hurt themselves. I've tripped on one like that before that's just sticking out of the ground with nothing on it. Like, that is so dumb. Like, if it just happened, then fine, but like, you don't notice that eventually. Got Butchhammer and Ward PC, attorneys at law. And there's definitely something else here, but I have no idea what it was. No idea. But we got 19th Street here. We also got a former Cenex over here that now is just an auto shop. It was the auto shop and a Cenex branded gas, but the pumps were outdated. So to my understanding, from my understanding anyway, the pumps were outdated, so they ended up just removing them and not doing gas anymore. You can still see where the pumps were though. I may have a picture of one of the pumps actually, maybe even a couple of them. So this right here is 19th. I'm gonna cross to the other side, but we're gonna go up to 20th before we take a left and start seeing some more downtown retail, which is also a little bit retro. Definitely on the retro side. Let's see, whenever this light decides to change. I appreciate it, Joshua, though, for sure. Oh, it's going to be a former Ames. Lyons, Colorado has a U-pump it, yep. I think in Greeley there is one, although I don't think it's used for gas anymore. Have you been to Cheyenne State Capitol? Yeah, I have been there. I have been there. Is the light or what? What is it? What? Oh, the light changed for them. I was super confused. But I still technically have the right of way, so I'm gonna go. They made this intersection more confusing than it needed to be. It was worse before, but they still made it too confusing. I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. So yeah, you can see another one of the spots where there was a pump there before, and they have bathrooms over there that I don't know if they let the public use anymore. Let's see, got Napa on the window as well. Napa Auto Care on there. Okay, we'll cross this way. Can we push the button? This is one of the rare times. You're gonna watch this, watch this, watch this. Maybe. Oh, nope, look at that. It actually isn't working. It actually isn't working. It's the one time the light actually doesn't do what it's supposed to and change. Usually this one does. Usually this one is pretty good about being pedestrian friendly, but not anymore. Another former gas station, maybe? Yeah, this is definitely a former gas station, but it's still used as an auto center. Like, they have an auto and a gas station area, but the gas is gone, so. You'll see a lot of former places pop up, yeah. This wasn't really a former place, it's just that the business that was here, the pumps were outdated, from my understanding. So they quit doing the gas. I was confused. I initially thought it had something to do with Corona, because they did take it out during Corona, but nope, it's definitely not appearing to be the case, and I guess it would make sense. So we got Alf's Pub and Package Liquor over here. Obviously a pub, right, a bar. Got LifeNet. There's some sort of childcare place over here. Let's see, can't read all the signs there. There's something cast, there's something to do with maybe Cheyenne Regional. Joseph Dason, I can't read this. I'm gonna go over here. I can't read the signs from here. When you can't read the signs from the street corner like that, when you're almost on the corner, you probably need to put bigger signs up or figure out how to do less text on your signs and make it a little more contrasty so you can actually read it. Still can't read all of it, but let's see. I'll just do this. We'll just do it. We're over here. We'll just do it. So I think on the very end there is some sort of child care place. Got Breakthrough Counseling, Joseph's Hair Salon, LifeNet. Let's see, what is this? Is that JD Underground on the right of the corner, and on the left we got CASA, CASA, something for children. Joseph Dobson Medicine, Alf's, is what enter at the west wing. Okay, so you have the Alf's Pub has part of the building as well. So yeah, you can see that sign right there that I was talking about, Logan Avenue Automotive Services. It used to say Cenex and I think something else too, but not anymore. You can see on Street View, probably in the latest version too, so should be able to. All right, let me catch up on the chat before I continue, because I've got a lot of chats to catch up on. So we're gonna lean on this post for a minute. So Real R2OT, how are you doing? Guess what, the new McDonald's they are building near my Sam's Club and newly built CVS Pharmacy, it just opened. That's cool. On the right is that former Payless. All the way down there, we did have a former Payless. Over here though, no. You might have said that earlier. Yeah, that's what I did, Rad. Cheyenne, why need to get America's Incredible Pizza Company? If that's a good place, then yeah, for sure. I thought Verizon moved to the Pershing Marketplace. That's a different Verizon. See, this is the problem that we start encountering. So there's a Verizon now in the Cheyenne Market or Cheyenne Plaza that relocated to the Pershing Marketplace. But there's another Verizon that relocated from out there on, I think that's Warren. I'm pretty sure it's Warren in Lincoln Way. That relocated next to Arby's, and now the Pear iMac place moved in there. I know, it gets confusing. I can't judge you for that at all, 100%. It gets very confusing. When you have so many places that are moving it around and doing this and that and the next thing. The light's changing, so I'm just gonna go. I wanna show you guys the light here. My last commercial I watched was one of the hardware place ones. Dang. The last Ace Hardware commercial, is that what it was? Hold on. Was a hardware place in my area going out of business after 30 years. Dang, that's crazy. Hey Maddie, how are you doing? Yeah, I agree. The old Targets need to be brought back. Do places relocate because they're small or because they're not best location? It can be both. It can be a lot of things. Sometimes maybe it's a good location and everything like that, but it just doesn't quite do the trick for them, right? Maybe it's plenty of space, but not set up the way they need to. So they might move for that reason if it's cheaper. If it's a bad location, yeah, it's possible they'll move if they have the money. What's the other thing? If they're small, yeah, they definitely will do that sometimes. Sometimes they'll rebuild, but just like the Walmart did, the original Walmart here in Cheyenne. My Radio Shack closed, relocated 2 times, and was originally in McMurray. Jeez. There's a former Cenex in Loveland that is now Luke's Auto Care. I might have come across that, maybe. I can't remember. Afterwards, my Radio Shack moved to the newer Walmart in Nice City. That's now Great Clips. Hey, Extreme Tourist, how are you doing? The original 2 Radio Shacks in my city are both restaurants. There you go. Have you been by the former Carl's Jr. in Longmont? Yes, I did. I actually took photos of it last time I was there. Obviously, that chicken place is taken over. I forget the exact name of it, but I got photos of it at night that eventually, whenever I get to Longmont, finally, I guess I'll share. Maybe I'll try to share them sooner since it is going to be opening soon. I appreciate that, Dalmatian. All right, see, I see this light. Let's see, I'm going to slip out to the middle here. So originally a long time ago, well, not that long, maybe about 5 or 10 years ago. You can see this in the street view. It's definitely that way in 2011. They had a weird middle thing here where the left turn lane went onto this side, but that's dangerous if someone doesn't realize that this is one way. So they decided to get rid of that and make it all come over here, and then you have a left lane there. But when they were doing this, they put in this light here that when it turns green, well, maybe not right now. It used to turn into a green arrow. It doesn't appear to do that. I'm pretty sure it turned into a green arrow before. Either way, it still turns green, but it's like, it's green for you, so you can turn. But you actually gotta wait for these guys, like it's unclear. To me, they should have made this a green arrow and make it only turn green for this side, and then they should do that side, right? I mean, to me, that's pretty logical, but anyway. I had to rant about that, and I want to point out the craziness of this. It's not bad. It's better than it was, like I said, because now you're not going to go down the wrong way of the divided highway where there's only one lane of traffic pretty much, aside from a parking lane. But, you know, it still could have been done better in my opinion. It could have had a flashing yellow arrow to warn you that, yes, traffic is coming from that direction. You know, I guess green kind of means that, but, you know, if you see that the road ends right there, which that's what I see every time, I almost think that I can go, right? Someone who's not from the area may think just go, right? There's no one else to worry about, but they actually got to worry about this side too. So we'll wait for the light and then we'll continue. No, Sears Grand is not even close to closing. It closes May 2nd. It's a Sunday. I'm planning to make well, depending on how time goes, I'll make a quick visit over there this weekend. I should be able to. This time I'll make it a point of going there first since they close at 6 or something like that. I don't want to end up being in, well, in this case, Fort Collins too long and not get there again. Last time I was going to do Longmont and make a stop there because I needed more photos. The photos I did originally were lost because I was being a stupid head and probably should have waited till the morning to copy the files. Bottom line, do not try to copy files when you're tired and it's midnight or so at night. But obviously those are gone, so I have to retake photos. I really wanted to last time, but obviously something just wasn't meant to be because it ended up being like 5:45, so it's like too late to even get to Thornton, let alone get to the store before closing because they closed at 6. I can't remember. I think that was a Saturday, so I do believe it was a Saturday. Got Domonko's Law Office, LLC. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. Oh man, that was a heck of a name to pronounce. Got more houses over here. What is this? Chevek Stylings. There's another little hair salon here. And then this is 20th Street. If we kept going, we would run into Pershing Boulevard. I'm not gonna, oh shoot, I actually almost want to do that. I almost want to take a look because it looks like they're doing something with traffic lights out there. Should I run out there 2 blocks, well 3 blocks? Should I run 3 blocks that way and take a look at the stoplights? Let me know. So I see 2 temporary stoplights set up out there, 2 orange temporaries. I don't know, I could just zoom in, I guess. I don't think I necessarily need to go all the way out. Let's see. Where are we at? I can't see the screen. You guys can probably see it better than I can, but there's definitely temporary stoplights out there. Not sure what's up with that. I wonder if someone crashed in them or if they're just putting up new ones. Weird little thing, weird little quirk. Do you have a Pizza Hut in Cheyenne? I have numerous. Let's see, is it gonna be this stream? No, it's gonna be, what is it? Maybe 3 streams from now, we will see another Pizza Hut. We obviously have the one in the Pershing Marketplace. There's one out on Yellowstone that is still a hut style. And then we also have the one out on South Greeley Highway, which we'll see in a future stream. That's in a Plaza style building. So this right here is 20th Street. It converts into one-way going this direction. We're gonna go ahead and just go down here, I think. The chicken place is called Asian Done Right. Yep, that's right, that's right. I knew it's something like that, but it just wasn't coming to mind. It's Asian something or other, and yeah, the name just kind of slipped my mind. As you can imagine, that was 3 weeks ago, and I've had a lot of other stuff to photo, so I'll take care of and photo. Can't remember everything. Try to, but can't remember everything. I've had 4 Kmarts and Sears closed. Jesus Christ. My state had 15 and now 0. I couldn't give you a count off the top of my head. I know my state didn't have very many Sears or Kmarts. I guess Sears-wise, I could say there's not more than 3 at a time. There's, was there 2 or 3 locations in Casper? I think they had, did they have 3? I can't remember now. I can't remember. You'll have to watch the abandoned Sears video to find out, because I did talk about it in that video. Let's see, so this is Huger Avenue. We do got some residential. But there is some retail down here, and we'll start getting into more retail as we get further downtown. Now, are we really already an hour? Jesus, that time flew by. Wish I could have been to a big Kmart. I wish I could have been to a super Kmart. The only way you could go to Kmart technically is if you go to Australia, but those are a little more Target style and they're not the same company, so it's just not going to be the same. That would be a cool thing to visit sometime, I guess, but yeah, at least for my current situation, that's not ideal. Not right now, anyway. I'll put my sunglasses on. It's right here. Let's flip around for a minute. Rocking the blue Federal Credit Union sunglasses that they gave me back in 2020 when we did the initial tour of the HQ. Of course, as always. They help, actually. These actually do help a little bit, especially in these streams when I can't see so much with the sun. McDonald's needs to bring back the red roof. Yeah, I agree overall. Overall, I do agree. I have those glasses, actually. That's cool. Who is that? Swansea? That's cool. Why is JCPenney going out of business? Some locations were. To my knowledge, no more are. Crossing Rollins Avenue right now. I've been to Medina, Ohio, Super Kmart, Morgantown, West Virginia. See, I gotta watch my step here. There's a little bit of ice and snow. And there's no sidewalk here, so I gotta go in the road. Fucker. Gotta love one. I can't put a sidewalk in little, like one block. Like it's not even a block, it's one house. Like, who decided not to put a sidewalk there? Like, did the person own the property before the city did? Or I don't understand how that works. There we go. We're back on the road again, or on the sidewalk. Let's see. Do you still have glasses? Yep, I do. I do still wear them occasionally, especially in the mornings, but during the day I do wear my contacts. I started wearing them, late last year, I think around August or September, doing contacts. And overall, I do prefer the experience, honestly. It's a little bit of a sly annoyance, I guess, in the morning and evening, right? Because you got to take them out and clean them and all that stuff. But then again, in the day, you don't have to worry about having your glasses clanked or broken or dropping off your face or getting whopped by some kid that wasn't paying attention to where he was putting his arm in the cafeteria of this Newco during senior year on a stressful day with one class left at the day. That's an hour and a half long. Yes, that happened to me with my older glasses. Oh wait, we need to do there's something I missed here. Let me rotate. We gonna rotate? There we go. So right here was Dunn Avenue and East 20th. We were heading this way. I want to point out that right here is Cheyenne Eye Surgery and Cheyenne Eye Clinic. That's their location anyway. Over on that corner. And we're continuing out this way. That is basically westbound. I don't know if I want to walk on the sidewalk all the way. With this being a hill. This is a steep hill. We'll see. It's not too bad, I guess. Yeah, it's not bad. I can do it. Here we go. Yep, you can see another sign there probably that says Cheyenne Eye Clinic, as long as the stream quality isn't crapping out. All right, let's see. Let me look at the chat again. Thanks to Eddie, my childhood Kmart closed July 19, 2020. Well, things just kind of happened. They actually, so this goes back a lot. So we originally had the Kohl's Shopping Center documentary, which I'm sure some people were aware of in Blue, because when I did the documentary, it's already planned that Blue would be putting their headquarters there, and I think they were actually just barely kind of starting on a little bit of construction by then. No, in fact, they were. Got Alexander Avenue here. So it kind of goes back to that a little bit. I did that documentary. That's when I got in touch with the Cheyenne Historical Preservation Board. Because they had a whole bunch of photos that they got to take with, because I believe they actually were able to talk to them and get a tour kind of a thing before they started gutting it. So they actually had a good amount of photos, and that's kind of what started it a little bit. The next thing that happened was when they did their groundbreaking celebration. You can find the original video I did still. It's still public. It's like the second video, or maybe third or fourth video I did on my channel, something like that. So they had their groundbreaking celebration. During that time, I interviewed 3-4 people. One of them didn't make it into the video just because it just didn't look right. Things were off about how I had my camera set up, and I just said, no, I'm not doing that. It was nothing against the person I interviewed. I don't even remember that person's name anymore without going back, unfortunately. I'm terrible with names. But I also interviewed several other people, including one of the East High School teachers, somewhere in the middle staff employee at Blue, which I'm sorry, I can't remember her name right now. And then I also interviewed, who was it? I can't remember, the vice president, I think it's the vice president at Blue. Michelle Bolkovats. I interviewed her, and eventually that kind of just led to things to start to come together. Eventually I had Melody reach out to me in a sort of a direct message, I guess you could say. Can't do that now on YouTube, unfortunately. I'm over 1,000 subs, but. And then after that, kind of got in touch, and just things kind of kept going off from there. For the most part, that's about it. Good story to tell, I guess, since we're in this residential area, but it's pretty cool that I was able to have the way things went that way. I mean, it helps me bring a unique perspective to all of you, and it gives them some self-promotion and publicity, right? At the end of the day, the whole idea is good for both of us. Is especially after I did my walk around of the Blue initially. Initially, I did a walk around on the fence, because back then I didn't have much of direct connection. I did that video, and then I guess they did see that video, and they're like, you know what, we need to get him in here. And that's pretty much how it went, from my understanding anyway. It's cool how things can work out that way, and I do appreciate everything that happened there. And I can't wait to see what happens later this year with more retail, and of course there's, was it 75th anniversary, right? Or is it 70th? I can't remember now. 70th, because it was 1951 when they started, so it'd be 70th. They're gonna have some events in June, so we'll hopefully get some video of that. I appreciate it, Joshua. Let's see, let me catch up on chat here again as I walk down the street more. Why is JCPenney going out of business? Is there another JCPenney going out of business that I'm not aware of? To my knowledge, there's no other JCPenney, at least not in my area, going out of business. But maybe I missed something. It happens sometimes. I do miss things sometimes. Let's see, what is this? Alliance of Therapy Dogs. So it's some sort of dog therapy, I guess. And this is the intersection of Maury Street and East 20th Street. We're gonna be crossing this way. And the light changed just in time. Going straight down that way would take you to Lincoln Way, just for reference. And Holiday Park area. Yeah, we're gonna kind of just keep on the left here, but I can't even walk on the sidewalk. The snow's so bad here. Looks like the shade probably blocks the sun most of the day, so can't even melt it. It'll take a while for this area to melt probably. Been to Medina, Ohio, Super Kmart. Just, I think oh wait, am I scrolled up too far? Yeah, I am a little bit, my bad. I didn't realize I scrolled up that far. I honestly didn't. My former Sears in Riverside used to be Corona testing area. Yeah, I've seen some places get used for that. I think one of the Kmarts in Denver actually got used as a Corona testing area, at least for a while. I saw Walmart in Georgia get used as a testing clinic area for Corona. Let's see. I have no idea what's going on in my former Sears, but it's being used. I did a video on T yesterday. Really, they did announce more JCPenney's? Dang. Wonder what the deal is. The mall company that took them over, the Brickfield, and I don't remember the other one. It's not Simon. But the Brickfield took over, and they seem to be pretty okay condition for a mall company, even with Corona, so I do wonder what happened there. We're gonna have to go on the road again because the sidewalk here is no bueno. Let's see, I can't remember which road I need to take a left on. There's a road up here I want to take a left on long enough to see the bread basket, I think that's what it's called. So let's see, this is the Cheyenne Regional Health Plaza. Staff only entry right there. They got public entries on the other side, and I'm sure they're being a lot more strict with who they let in now with Corona. Can't have people coming in so much. April 1st is next Thursday, and Easter is Sunday, April 4th. Yep, that's right. First Sunday of April, right? Crazy to think we're already almost in April, man. Like, I swear it's just a couple days ago, it's January. In a figurative sense, not the fact that it snowed. Let's see, I think it might be, is it this street? I can't remember. No, it's not. Unless I passed already, I can't remember. Got Pebrican Ave though. We'll continue. We'll just continue west. I just wanted to grab a shot of the bread place that's out here, but I don't remember what road it's on. Is it on Seymour? Might be on Seymour. Let's see if I can see it. It's definitely not there on Pebrican. I'd be able to see it. I have no idea what will happen with Spirit Halloween in Fort Collins this year. I originally thought I was going to go into this, well, I guess what's left of the former Sports Authority, but I ended up getting taken over by Halloween City instead. Last time anyway. And it's like, well, I guess they're not going to have a Spirit Halloween this year. And they did. They put in the Chuck E. Cheese. But this year, I have no idea. The Chuck E. Cheese is still there, not demolished. The furniture store next door, they're technically supposed to move, but it's still there. It's open. They're not demolishing it anytime soon, so guess we'll have to wait and see. So this is Seymour. Is this it maybe? I can't remember. I don't come out. I don't go there enough. I've gone there a few times to know the food is good, but I haven't gone there enough to remember exactly where it's at. I think I might have passed it, because that's definitely not it. Darn it. Oh well. We'll get it in a biking stream, maybe. Oh yeah, speaking of biking stream, now that it's come back up on my mind, I'm gonna go and talk about that. So I did a poll that started Monday, I believe it was, before the live stream even, I believe, or was it Sunday? I can't remember. One of those 2 days. I ended it on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, and 70% people ended up choosing the first two options. It's shifted a little bit, at least as of last night it was a little bit different, but it still showed the same results, over 60%, which was what I said I would do. So if I got 60% on the first two votes, which were basically, I absolutely want this, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I want that, that's cool. Like, those were the first two options. I would do the biking stream, so I'm gonna have to start looking at that. Last stream I was talking about maybe getting a new bike, but I don't know. I'm still debating on if I just get my current bike fixed up for that or if I get a new bike, honestly. Because honestly, my current bike isn't all that bad after further looking at it, so it's not that bad. Nope, I haven't passed the bread place, by the way. So just for reference, this is 20th Street. We're gonna go down Maxwell Avenue to 19th Street just for a short moment. Let's see, we got the Salvation Army Community Corp Center, I guess. Interesting. And we're gonna just go down here real quick because the bread place that I'm talking about is right over here. So the bread place that's over here, I've gone here here and there off and on over the years. I think I went there once or twice last year. The food they have there is always really good. Never really had a food that's bad. They also have some good jelly and stuff like that that you can put on your bread or for a sandwich or whatever, right? It's a local place, of course. Let's see, we also got this place that I guess it's local too, and they sell all sorts of lawnmowers in the summer and obviously snow blowers in the winter. And I didn't realize that it's out on my face. I'm sorry. Hold on. So yeah, we came from that way. I didn't realize that was on my face now. But we got all those snow blowers that this place does. And then we got the bakery right across the street that I was talking about. So this is 19th Street. We're just a block away from where we were. We're gonna go back to 20th Street here in a minute. Trying to avoid the snow. So yeah, there you go. Got the bread basket. And they have some good stuff there. So if you're in Cheyenne, definitely a place I recommend. Not sponsored. Purely a shout out for this place. Okay, we'll go back because there's more retail to see on 20th, and we're going to cover the other part, 19th, in a future stream. Let's see. Taco Bueno is a fast food joint that started in Texas. I imagine so. I've seen Wally's videos of several abandoned Taco Buenos down there. I made that joke in the snow stream a little bit. I don't think anyone got it, which I guess it makes sense. There's not anyone in my area that has Taco Bueno, and I don't think there's very many Taco Buenos way out where Wally and say, let's see, who else is out there? GRM and Andrew, like all those guys, right? I don't think there's very many, if any, out there, so I guess it makes sense that no one would get it, but it's still a funny, kind of a funny joke, even though, yeah, I like Taco John's. I have no idea how Taco Bueno is. I could only hope that their tacos are bueno. Me gusta los tacos. Good Friday is next Friday, April 2nd. Cool. My former Circuit City turned into Ross, and they used red power plug building format before remodeling. Wow. Is there any retail on 19th? Yeah, there is. As you get into downtown, there is more retail. As for this part of 19th, it is a little bit dry. It's mostly homes, aside from the bread basket and that place that has all the snow blowers and junk that I was talking about. It's not junk, I'm just saying that as a term because I didn't have a better one on my tongue at the moment. But there's more retail as you get into the downtown area, and I'll cover that in a future stream. I really didn't think we'd be over an hour already. I thought we would be here in maybe 45 minutes, but that's all right. Guess we'll be going a little bit over an hour and a half. Sorry, Dalmatian. If you have a stream or something you gotta leave for, that's all right. I don't care. I appreciate you all stopping by. Even if it is only for a couple minutes, although I think it's cooler and funner if we can all stay for a while. I get it, we all have stuff going on sometimes, so I can't judge, and I appreciate any support anyway. So any support is better than none, right? As they say. Well, anything above one, right? Or zero, well, however you want to look at it. Let's see. Did the Habitat Humanity Restore in Cheyenne relocate, or is it relocated? So I do have my stream set up, planned to go out that way. in the future. The Habitat for Humanity did relocate from that location. I took photos of there last year, so thankful I did, but I guess they just decided it wasn't good enough. They moved out a little bit south, a little bit, somewhere off of Lincoln Way. I can't remember exactly where without going on their Instagram. Went in there once just out of curiosity, and it seemed like a cool store. It's not quite my need, like quite for my target, right? They're not targeting someone like me usually, but you know, it's a cool store, and I do gotta give them credit for trying to reuse stuff and sell stuff that probably is perfectly good, even if it did have a little bit of a bumpy ride. All right, we're at Evans Avenue and 20th Street. We got the little print shop right there. Free upgrade on stock color paper. Interesting. And this house looks remodeled. That looks remodeled. I don't remember it being like that. Got the WHR building over here, Community Action of Laramie County. And Wyoming Hereford Ranch over there on that rock. Let's see, got a couple houses here, and then we got some more business up here. Let me scroll up a little bit. Hayden Zoned 231, welcome to the chat. This neighborhood looks like a scene from a 90s film. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit retro for sure. Like I said, we were gonna get into some retro stuff, and it's a perfect day for it. It's Thursday, right? I mean, it's Throwback Thursday, right? So you got the Franklin building there. I'm not sure what that is now. It looks like apartments, maybe. Got a place here that does CBD oil. Can't read that. Natural Wellness CBD is what they're calling themselves. Let's see, we got the Bridges of Cheyenne, or Bridges of Wyoming, I'm sorry. Not sure what that is, I have no idea. Got House Avenue and 20th. On the corner, we got this Hometown Chiropractic and Massage Therapy. I almost want to say something else was using it, or, well, maybe not. Never mind, I'm a block off. I see the building I'm thinking of. Let's see, straight down that way, we got the Cheyenne Regional. And right here, we got the, what is that, Agape, do you say it, Agape? I don't know how you say that, Baptist Church. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that word. AGATE. Got employee onboarding specialties right there. Occupational health. Occupational health. Ugh. Had a scratch in my throat for a minute. So I think this building caught on fire a while back, almost want to say. Unless I'm thinking of another house, I can't remember. Wyoming Legal Group. What is this? The Wyoming Hospital Association. Got Warren Avenue here. Got Connect Hearing on the corner in this place. And we got another State Farm in that red building, I believe. Pretty sure anyway. Pretty sure it's still there. Probably. We gotta wait for the light to change anyway, so we'll walk down this way a little bit. I think this on the left used to be a State Farm, that green house. I don't know if it still is. Let me see here. Let's see, I don't know. Maybe State Farm isn't in the red building anymore. They used to have a spot somewhere in this building, but I don't see the sign anymore. But oh, this one is a Farmers, I see. So that's Farmers, and I don't see the State Farm in that one anymore. Or was that one Farmers too? I can't remember now. It's been so long, there's so much of State Farm and Farmers that it's easy to get them confused at this point. Okay, we're gonna cross here and just continue down 20th. So this is Warren. So straight down this way, you'll run into Lincoln Way, and that's where I was talking about where the Verizon is that moved, that is now that Pearmac There is a news article about it, so if you do a search, you can probably find it. Will Cheyenne be in the 70s weather this weekend or next week? Probably not. 60s at the most. 60s at the most. You have to look on the Weather Channel to know more details, but I suppose at least for the weekend, is looking like 50s maybe. So it'll be a little warmer, but it's not a lot. And supposedly on Friday it's gonna snow again, so we'll see if that comes to be a reality. The weather here in Cheyenne is crazy. They'll say it'll snow a whole foot and they'll maybe do an inch if that. So got Wyoming Reporting Service Inc. there, and we got Wyoming Stock Growers Association there. And this building looks like the whole building. And then we got two buildings that Stitches Active Acute Care occupies, right? Or Acute Care Center, I'm sorry. So you have that building over there, and they also have this building right here. I think this was the place where the first official coronavirus test turned positive, I believe. And hopefully that doesn't make YouTube think this is about corona, because it's not. It's really not. It just happened to be a topic that came out. And then we got Central Avenue here, and I think I need to take a right. Yeah, Starbucks is over here. So we're gonna go down Central Avenue, going more of a northbound instead of south against traffic, till we can get up here to, I think it's Randall, around there, sort of. I think I gotta go in front of the state capitol first. I found a Verizon store in Blountstown, and it was a former Blockbuster movie gallery. Oh, wow. Hey, the Battery Mill. This is the, oh, I see. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Glad you can make it. Habitat for Humanity, restore, relocate, behind the Baskin Robbins. There you go. So right here we got the Jonah Bank of Wyoming. And we also got one of the Starbucks locations. This one is a standalone, but it does not have a drive-through. I think, is there this building or the building behind it that it was some sort of candy shop in the day that had all the stuff like candy pop flavors and all that stuff. No, that's not a bot. Do you know if anything took over the former Habitat for Humanity? I do not. I doubt it, but I do not know. We'll know soon enough. And I think the next stream, I don't want to push it because I don't remember the map very well. I had to throw in like 2 extra streams. Like I wanted to go through downtown and just figuring out a way of making it 2 streams. And honestly, it kind of does make sense for the amount of roads we got to walk on, so. How am I? Masked channels. What do you mean masked channels? Like just because it doesn't have a name, like a normal name? So you're saying if I used a fake name, I don't know, Caleb Hofstetter, you would think that's a real human? To be fair, I guarantee you there are bots out there that use real names. In fact, if you go in Discord, on a lot of the servers in there, you'll see something like Me6, it'll have a nickname that's a real name. So, many cases anyway, if that's something that people do. Let's see here. Right here we got the Underwood Flowers and Gifts. And in all fairness and all due respect, PewDiePie is about the biggest person on the platform, and that's not his real name. So, yeah, I think that needed mentioned. I think we got one more block, and then we're going to go in front of the Capitol. So this is the 22nd Street. I don't know if the camera quality is not good enough for you to see the, well, probably can't because of the trees, but the parking garage for the hospital is over there, the original one. And then over here we got the Old West Museum. I'm not quite sure, I don't remember what that building over there is. So yeah, I did have school trips where I went to the museum here, and I've gone there a lot anyway as a kid. We also went to the Capitol at one point. Thought it's you on the channel. Oof, I misunderstood what you meant. The Starbucks looked like a Subway a little bit. Yeah, it did a little bit. It's something else. It wasn't Subway. It's definitely something else originally, I do believe. I'm 99% certain of that. I can't remember what though, honestly, if I even knew in the first place. I can't remember. Something I'll have to research. So yeah, I've got the Wyoming State Museum here. We do have several museums, as you're probably already noticing. I'm from Houston, Texas. Have you been to the Texas area? Cool. I see, I was asking the other guy. I have never, all right, there's Wyoming, Nebraska, Colorado, Wyoming, obviously, that's where we're at right now. That's where I live, right? So we got Wyoming, Nebraska, Colorado, Washington, D.C., even though that's not a state. And I think Virginia and I can't remember the other state that's over there. Right, is it Virginia? Now I'm getting myself turned around. I don't have the map in my head anymore. When I was in geography, I could slap all the places 100% correct onto a map in less than 1 minute. But yeah, where are we at? 4 years later now, I think. Almost 4 years later. Yeah, good luck with that. Say I'm buffing the AMR vehicle there, but they're not in an emergency, so I don't think it counts. I haven't seen an AMR vehicle exactly like that yet, so that's cool. And what is this street here? Is this Evans? Or am I thinking of the other street that goes north and southbound? I can't remember. We'll see in a minute. I need to come downtown a little more, I think. You don't come to downtown enough and you start losing it. So this is West 24th. So I am thinking of the road that's on the other side of the hospital that goes the same direction as Central that we're on. So we're going to cross and go in front of the Capitol. And then we're starting to kind of get around the point where I'm going to call it. So it's a little over an hour and a half, which I guess I won't complain. Thinking about 10 more minutes, maybe. We'll see. Give or take. I hear a fire alarm going off somewhere. Sounds like, oh, I think it might be for the ambulances at the hospital. I can see a light flashing behind us at the garage where they can kind of let them in. Let's see. We're almost back to where we started, sort of. Again, also not quite true. In a sense true, but not quite. This is an area that I've covered in an older stream. I can't remember if it's still public or if I made it unlisted or what I did with it. I didn't delete it. It might still be on YouTube, but we did a different stream where we covered part of Pershing and then we went all the way downtown, and it was a I was too addicted into the stream. I was so stuck into it that I just couldn't hang it up. Right here is Capitol Avenue and West 24th. Capitol obviously runs into the capital of Cheyenne. Just for reference for you guys watching. So, let's see, what was I saying? So we did kind of cover this area in a previous stream. Well, not that previous, as last year. We ended up walking all the way downtown, and I'm pretty much just not putting into that walking series just because it's lower quality, not the greatest quality, and we kind of went excessive on it. I've shifted it so that way we end up going more into the Lions Park. We went down to Lions Park and then more out north of Cheyenne. If you look at the playlist, well, I guess it's not linked in the description, but I have it on my channel. There's the live walking stream playlist that I have for Cheyenne. If you look through there, might be able to get a little bit better idea. This is why I'm going to put together a map, so that way when I do get to the end of the, end of the main part of this series, I'll put the map in and you'll understand a little bit better, hopefully, with where all we went. And you can follow along a little bit better. So they're doing some stuff out here. Not sure. Are they replacing the lights? Yeah, they sure are. They're replacing the lights out here. Interesting. I didn't expect that. So wow, they got a bit of a setup out here. So maybe that's what they're doing out there on Pershing too. Pershing and Logan. Maybe they're just replacing lights because that's what they're doing here. Dang, that's mildly too bad to see that. Because these lights were unique. They had buttons that, there's 4 buttons, 2 of them for each direction. I did not expect to see this. So yeah, you can see the West 25th sign. This intersection with the underground parking for the legislative and Capitol area. They're taking it down. There's a reference for how big these lights are. Like, look how big those are. Like, they're a lot bigger when you have them more in a in-person spot than anything. There's no other way for me to really get around here, so I'm just gonna deal with it. Yep, they're taking these suckers down. I did not expect these guys to be doing this today, so. And there's Randall Avenue. That's where we were trying to go. So we actually need to cross. We'll wait for this to begin and all these vehicles to go. Let's wait for these guys. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I was going to mention. So out there, you probably just barely can see it. There's the Taco John's and the Epic Egg. The Epic Egg it's not original. There is another place that was Egg and I don't know if they just rebranded or what. And the Taco John's, the building is not original, but that is the original location of the first Taco John's that was completely standalone, not in a trailer or anything like that. I meant to mention that earlier, but I just forgot to. I'm just gonna full send it real quick before this car gets here. So yeah, let's see. Let's get a perspective right here. Yeah, you can see what I'm talking about. There's buttons all the way around. It's weird. And they're the retro ones that say don't walk and all that. Yeah, they're taking them down. I wonder if they're gonna do it with the ones on the other side of this legislative building too then. Wouldn't surprise me. Probably gonna replace them, I bet, but still a kind of too bad in a sense. It's really a weird quirk. Kind of a weird quirk. So yeah, we kind of have intersected with another stream because, well, actually we're kind of on the route of another stream. It's just not going to be part of the main walking playlist because it got kind of crazy. So this right here is Randall, I do believe, right? Pretty sure. Is it this street or is it the next block where Randall starts? I forget. Let's see. I'm trying to see one of these signs. Yeah, this is Randall. This is Randall. So I think I was technically intending to go over here. One block, I can't remember though. Can't honestly remember. We'll go ahead and go over here for the heck of it since it's at the end of the stream anyway. Let's see, have you been to Orlando? Nope. I don't know if you were here or not earlier when I said it, but it's only been DC, a couple of states around DC, Colorado, Nebraska, and Wyoming that I've been in. And of course with the 2K special, I'm really hoping to get into another state for sure. It's where doing things like joining my Patreon can help. So that's some money that could go towards that trip. Plus you get exclusive content there, so it's not just a donation if you want to pay a little extra. Man, they're doing a, wonder if this construction right here has to do with the lights that are being taken down too. So we're a block over on West 26th and Pioneer. I wanted to come over here just for a minute to show off this parking lot. So this parking lot over here, it's not just any old parking lot, it's where one of our Safeways was located. It got demolished a few years ago. After the Safeway closed around 2009-ish, it got used for some, I think, office space. And then of course now it's obviously gone and parking. There were some other proposals to do other stuff like a park or maybe even a car garage, but they ended up just doing this. And according to the property assessor, the foundation of the building is still here. It's just the parking lot covers it. Whoop, that's a deep spot of snow. So yeah, you won't see the foundation, but the building was sat pretty much right where all these cars are. It is a pretty small Safeway. I might have gone in it, but if I did, I don't remember because I was so young back then. So yeah, we had a good amount of Safeways for what it is. Obviously not anymore. Let's see. Okay, I read that. Oh, I was asking Hayden, I see. Maybe I misread that. I might have. Yeah. Yep, pretty crazy. The building was set here. And the other thing they did was get rid of the road back here. I think this is Thomes Avenue. There used to be the road that went all the way through here, but they ended up just trashing it, and now it's just vacant land. And who knows if something will ever come in here or what will happen. Maybe they'll eventually turn it into park. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Over that way is the county library, along with the civic center. If you go down that way, which is more of a southbound, it's not quite southbound because the roads are angled, but you're still going south. You know, you can figure out that it's going more southbound or more northbound. I think that's a pretty logical thing. And then going northbound, you got a lot of homes over here, but then we're gonna head back over to Randall and it's about wrapping up because that's about where we're gonna pick it up next time. Because there's a good amount of retail on there that I want to document in a better way than I did originally. I don't want to do another stream where I'm addicted. That was overboard, I think. Call me crazy, but I think that was a little bit overboard if you do go back and rewatch that. So yeah, I've got the intersection Pioneer. You got a statue over here, which I guess I could show that. Or should I save it for the next stream? I don't know. I don't know. Welcome back, Parker. Let's see, what is today? We're on Thursday. So Saturday I am planning to probably film some more videos. So I kind of teased earlier. At least at 1 and maybe 2 more, depending on how things go. And if I'm real lucky, maybe 3, but usually when I film a bigger story, it ends up being a lot longer of a video. So I'm not going to promise anything yet. For how many videos I'll get. I'll at least get 1 for sure, so I'll be good for a while, and a little while until I can get a couple more here. The weather is warming up finally, so I'll be able to get out more and go get some fresh videos for you guys, and it'll be good. I need to get my backlog back up before I start doing 2 episodes a week or whatever, though. Normal videos. And we'll just go over here, heck it. So this is the corner of West 26th and Pioneer again. I'm just gonna cross over here so I can show off the statue, and we'll have Randall Avenue. So we got Robert Burns on here. I can't remember if I've shown this off before. I don't know how well the quality's coming out. If the quality is good, you can read that. But if not, you might not be able to. And what is my gimbal doing? What the heck is my gimbal do? There you go. So there you go. Robert Burns. We'll scroll up. There you go. Put the focus on him. There you go. So there's a look at that statue. Got a map over there, but I'm not going to be able to get to it without going in the snow. I'm trying not to soak my feet. I'd rather not soak my feet. It's not as bad today, I guess, since it is above freezing, but still would rather not. And then this is where there's a weird intersection where Randall and Pioneer Street, they kind of intersect in a weird way. And they switch into Randall that we'll be covering in a future stream. Which there's more retail down this way. That is quite retro. If you watch that original stream, then you already probably have an idea. Obviously, this will be a different perspective since last time we came from this direction. We're going to be going in that direction. And yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. How can I get over this? I'm not going to be able to get over this snow drift. I was thinking about doing it right there, but I guess I'll do it in the median. Not the safest or preferred place, but I'm not going to step in a foot of snow. I'm sorry. Anyway, so next video will be on Sunday at 4 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time as usual. It will be another Longmont video. I'm not going to ruin what yet. And then next week, the weather should be good enough that we should be able to do 1 and maybe 2 streams. Hopefully by then I'll have figured out my bike situation if I get a new bike or whatnot. But that's not urgent anyway. The stream series isn't coming to an end yet. We still got a good amount of streams left to go. And we still got plenty of plazas we could walk around in the future, so I'm not worried about that. But yeah, we'll cover this in a future stream. Head down that way, go out I-25 again, do it the way I should have before, and then we'll start heading back into downtown and get a good walk around downtown as I promised earlier in this series as well. It'll be tons of fun. Hope to see you guys in the next video. I'll turn this around so that way you can see my face. How about that? And this time I won't spit it at the end like I did in the snow stream. There we go. So there's my face. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. Peace out. The egg and I got renamed to First Watch. Interesting. Interesting. All right, we'll see you guys soon. Peace out.